How do I get my wire underneath my driveway? This is an overview of what we're going to need. You need a trench shovel here because we're going to dig a narrow trench. You need enough pipe to go underneath your driveway. I like to add about 6 inches to a foot, so when the edger comes along, you're absolutely sure you're not going to damage the wire. You're going to need a level. You're going to need, this is interesting, these are not pipe fitting couplings. These are EMT couplings. We use these because of their narrowness. It makes it easier to push them through the dirt. Then you're going to have a T here. We're going to put a plug in the end because we're going to be hitting this with a hammer. And then we're going to put a hose adapter in this side. This is going to allow the hose to push water through the pipe to help us get underneath the driveway. Let's get started by digging a trench. This particular driveway has a pretty thick crushed rock substrate underneath the asphalt. So I'm digging this ditch about 16 inches deep. Since most driveways aren't perfectly level, I'm going to go ahead and measure this driveway in several places. Rather than making my pipe level, I'm going to match the same slope of the driveway. Okay, we have the assembly complete here now. This pipe is gently screwed in here so it's easy to unscrew. We've got the hose coming in here and we've got the cap on the end so we can hit it with the sledgehammer if we have to get through a rock. If we were to hit a rock, we would need to get the sledgehammer in here, but this is going pretty smooth right now. We've hit a few rocks in the dirt here, so we've equipped this with a cap on the end of it, so we can just tap it with this sledgehammer, dislodge the rocks, and get back to moving through the softer soil. All right, we've had a pretty challenging 20-foot long driveway to go underneath it, with lots of rocks from when they put in the underlayment, but we're there now. We've got all 20 feet of pipe in, the hose is to the end. Now we're gonna go start digging on the other side and try to find a wet spot. We're digging on this side, and what we're looking for is wetness. The hose is still running on the other side, pumping water right down to this location. We don't know exactly where it is, but we should be able to find it pretty quick. So after we found our wet spot, we dug in the direction of where that was coming from, and we found the end of our pipe right here. Now that we have that pipe, we can shove a wire through it no problem. We're probably about 6 to 12 inches over, another 6 inches down from the ideal spot. But when you're going underneath the driveway, that's just how it is. You got to find it once it gets here. And this is actually no problem at all. It's actually closer to the gate operator. So we're all set to go here. We can run our wire for the slave side of the gate opener, accessory wires, also for photo eyes and things like that. So now that we got the pipe in, I pulled the wires through. As you can see, I've got the operator cable here, and I also pulled in a power cable for photo eyes. So I got everything I need underneath the driveway. What you don't want to do is mix high voltage and low voltage. If you have to get 110 volt on this side, you're going to have to run 2 separate lines.